But can battle me.
This was not what we agreed.
Yeah, with ping and lag, you can punch people to the Shadow Realm.
You couldn't even punt them, they were just not there.
Like 5 milliseconds to punt them before they disappeared again.
Can't be punted to the Shadow Realm if you're always there.
It feels really smooth now.
It feels so much better.
Yes, team photos complete.
Hey, what are the rules for being lapped again?
Don't be a cunt.
Try not to be.
That's general rules for life, mate.
It's whoever crosses the finish line first after the time goes out wins, right?
That wasn't my question, mate. If you're
It's like musical chairs. That's what I'm saying. The laps don't matter. Does it matter? I see what you mean. Now, I think, in all seriousness, if you get a blue flag, I think don't dive out of the way straight away. Just be predictable. So if you see someone coming up behind you, just kind of keep your line, and then maybe, I don't know, back off a little bit on the straight, but don't slow down, don't slam on, don't cause a danger. But as long as you move out of the way reasonably quickly, that shouldn't be an issue now.
So it is move out of the way.
Eventually, after a few corners or the next straight, but yeah, it is move out of the way, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
Let's move out of the way, see.
I've restarted like 5 times now. I still have no stream.
Maybe try remapping it.
There is a pin on one of the discords for DDF with a tool that helps you the USB settings.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, maybe try remapping it in the menu, Mooney. Maybe it's. I've tried remapping it this whole time.
Windows shows you the screen that drives around.
You what? Maybe try a complete system restart as well, or just an Automobilista restart? Just Automobilista. If I restart my system, it kills my stream, which I can do, but I'm just trying to avoid that. This stream has been so entertaining, I hate to turn it off.
Okay, I stopped driving, it's a bit easier to talk. Windows shuffles the USB devices around, and AMS only recognizes the first, what is it, 4 or something like that? 4, 6?
It has 6 in the list, but I only have 3 plugged in.
That's strange. That's a different problem, I think.
Last thing to try probably would be a system restart, because then that would reset everything back to default, basically. Maybe loading up ACC and then going into Automobilista has confused it, maybe?
I'm doing the system restart now.
I think that might be the case.
So, while I don't know what it works now, I'm just doing the system restart.
Sounds like an American issue, to be fair.
Well, I am UK, so.
Don't worry, you're American for now.
The America of
Issue.
Europe.
Anything outside of the Netherlands is just America, okay?
Yeah, that's fixed it, guys. So you have to PC restart, unfortunately. But it is fixed.
Get some news. Awesome news.
It is fixed.
Get some news.
I will need to restart my computer and see if my steering wheel will have connection.
No worries. Yeah, I think it might be an ACC thing. It's remapped the wheel or it's done something to the wheel. Because I know that Stephen O'Sullivan in chat on the stream right now is saying that happens to him as well. He just does a restart and that fixes it. So, sorry, Mooney, you might have to pause your stream and come back. Perhaps. If you are you using Streamlabs? Sorry, Mooney, you might have to pause your stream.
I think it's done.
Oh, you don't even. If you use that,
You'll never know.
Damn it.
Oh, I did it, man. My 3090's running really well.
Damn it.
Who did you murder to get that one?
I only just got it
Who
actually 2
did
days
you
ago.
murder to get that one? I mean, in this game, even my 1060 can run this game at over 100 FPS max, so...
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
even my
this game.
1060 yeah, it's AFS.
It's like for my PC that's runs mostly R Factor, it's a nice comfort break. It's like...
Yeah, because R2 for me runs on lowest settings, trying to like get 40 FPS in VR. Yeah, because R2 for me runs on lowest settings, trying to like get 40 FPS in VR. Yeah, because R2 for me
Looks like a full restart sorted out.
welcome back, James.
Looks like a full restart sorted out.
Welcome back, James. Welcome back, James.
Yes, Yele, you were asking?
Finally responds. Was that a quali run at 60?
Yes.
All his runs are quality
Thank
runs.
God.
No. David is a prick boy. Speeding on Sanders.
Hey, what? I'm not Mexican. Ay, girl.
Arriba. Underlay.
Yeah, you're Mexican, you're just in Switzerland because of the tax haven.
What do you mean? I'm just putting my money here. I'm totally Swiss. Now I eat that is a burrito.
It's me, Mario.
That's not... That's another country, I think.
Your
Okay.
headlights are working there, by the way, Olaf. Yeah, I can confirm headlights are working.
Yeah, I'm just checking if everything works. And I can battle. That's why I sent it from hold for me.
Raffle. Fucking damn
Pizza.
Oh, watch your thing, Chad. It's a whole new record, isn't it? It's gotta be.
I got a tint skin behind me.
I feel like someone's making a fake Danny Rick soundboard. Like a budget Danny Rick.
How do you like him though?
Vulnerable.
By the way, Bushu hasn't turned on his first talk yet, like...
And Mooney's back.
Find out if Rick's
That's alright. I think we've got the majority of people back on the server now. Is there anybody missing that's not joined yet?
You're not here, say something.
I mean, there's 21 people in this voice chat and there are 21 people on the server.
Thanks. Everything's working alright for you, Brody?
That's all good.
Wait, Brody's here?
Yeah, I snuck in a while ago.
He's at least
I should leave now.
Yeah, Brody, yeah, he's P5.
Buddy, how many practice laps have you done? Is it about 0?
No, I did more than 0. I had to learn the track layout.
Because that's a day.
Just gonna check something. No, I'm checking something because my Streamlabs is not showing me, well, what I'm driving, what I'm seeing. Just wanna check if it's working. Can I restart the game now? Because it was working before and now not would be a bit of a
I
shame.
did it.
Yeah, but it's still listing like 21 people on the server. No, it's my scoring bot is wrong. Sorry, don't mind me.
I'm very sorry, Yelly. I didn't meant to bin you in your corner.
Oh no,
Obviously.
that's one for the replay. Make a note of the time and record. That's the rules. If you bin it in your own corner, it makes the replay, unfortunately. So
I might have
I don't have a corner.
By the way, who was parking in the second tunnel?
Not me anymore. I had a little interruption with Yelly. Maybe I said
Okay.
it, maybe not.
Was a red car.
Don't think it was me. I'm in the pit.
Well, greetings everybody. Looks like we're back online now. Just waiting to go into qualification. So I haven't set a lap in practice. We had some problems with the server, and it looks like it is all working now. So we shall see. Who knows? Hello, mate. Thanks for joining. Good to see you. I had some problems with
Oh no, my tires
one of the bits of software I'm running, so
Radio check.
I'm
Spot a radio check. Can you hear me okay?
I may need to quit this and then rejoin.
It's off we go, and my
Yeah,
tires are
I
gone.
think possibly. Let's just have a quick test. Basically, as I come out of this, we should get a noise from the engineer to tell me that there's
Somebody made
tracks
like
clear or whatever. If it doesn't
that
happen,
Dane
then I'll
guy,
need to
like,
quit and start
singing
again.
Making a parody of Queen's
What
Bohemian
game?
Rhapsody. Oh no!
Yeah, yeah.
Something like, oh no, I just set the lamp, but now my tires are gone.
Yeah, that's not worked. Okay, okay. I
I'm
better do this
sad,
before
yes.
they go into qualification then. Alright,
I'm
pull off the
finished.
track. Get myself reset. Oh boy, bumpy. This is a nightmare. Right, this is gonna go
The question is
dark.
whether they should.
Hope you're enjoying the chat. No idea. Don't know most of these guys, so
Hey, camera's back.
they're just gonna be chatting away.
That reminds me of a
Let's have
joke.
a look.
It's like
Stop this.
somebody asked,
Radio check.
can
Spot
you,
a radio
can
check.
you cook for
Start the
guests?
game again.
Yes, in 2 ways. Why 2 ways? Well, depends if they should return or not.
It would be way more
Yeah, I
complicated.
can cook.
I'd have
but you
to
can
have
only
built
eat it
a race
once.
car for a start. Luckily, this
I
has
thought you
just
were gonna say,
loaded
depends
something
if
in
there's
for
a
me,
U in 4 or
and
not.
it kind of just works.
Like, you can,
I like it.
you can eat it only once. That's like the wife cooks a soup, and like the husband eats it. Like that was a great soup. Where did you get it from?
Can you hear me
From
all
a
right?
Creamy novel. It's a mushroom soup, but you know, one of those mushrooms.
You know that sounds just like you made a drug soup, but that might be me being Dutch. Why
Very
would you
pleased you can
poison
hear me.
someone
Sorry, I
go
had
on?
to
That's
just
so
go
fun.
off because I was logging into the stream.
I
Didn't want
don't
to
know.
give
I
the
think
password away.
I often think.
Secret.
No, I don't think, but I've heard it. Like, although it by now.
Yeah, I've never heard of the
in
Renault
modern times, it's
Fluence.
gonna be probably considered.
Feels
being, you know,
weird not having heard of the car. I'm
well, it's just
actually driving
it's
around,
like a
so
penal way to kill somebody.
a little bit strange,
Not brutally, but just blandly.
I have no. That's it. That's all. No,
I
that's
feel like
the
I
end of
have
that
heard
sentence.
statistics
so.
that say that
That's the end of
women
it.
are more likely to kill by poison.
Right.
It's something along those lines, I guess.
How are we looking on the
Is
server?
it?
Is everybody
That would
here?
make sense. This is literally a
just lost somebody.
a Brazilian
Eagle is here.
league.
Yeah, there's only 20 people on the server actually. And
Yeah, I
there's
just
21.
logged back in. Sorry, that was me.
No worries, Chris.
Everybody needs somebody to love.
So, just to
Hello.
clarify, is this going to be the actual event, or are we going to redo it?
No, this will be the actual event. This is practice right now. I'm not sure if I have admin rights set up, but I'll have a chat with the guys.
Right.
at server.
Time to test this little widget out, see if it
Into
works.
Qualifying once we're all good to go. Also, can I get a massive shout out from everybody here for Dave X for working like an absolute.
Maybe it's because it's
getting
practice.
the server up. Big
Not
thanks,
sure.
Dave X.
Thanks, Dave.
Can't hear a great deal. That's a bit of a concern. Whatever.
Yep, it's on. It's off. It's on again. All right. Well, when everyone's settled in, when everyone's good to go, I think maybe give it 5 minutes, and then
Oh,
we'll
boy.
skip to quali.
Oh,
Is
it's
everyone
so
happy
loud.
with that? Because we're about nearly an hour behind. Well, 45 minutes behind schedule now.
Are we gonna shorten quali?
It was doing it before.
I
Yeah,
don't
it was
think we
working. I definitely heard
do
it.
that mid-session, unfortunately, unless we skip it.
All right.
So,
no worries.
what is causing the problem? That's the real question. Can't see. Nah, can't see what's causing the
That's
issues.
a hell of a lap, though, by the way, David.
Radio check. Spotter radio check. Can you hear me?
Well, we shall see. Doesn't work, it's fine. I've got all the data I need on the screen, so fingers crossed. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Well, we'll see how it goes. So,
Sure, fine.
if you heard the comms, we're about to go into qualification, so it shouldn't be too long now.
Well, no, the problem is not that David is fast enough to run these lap times. The problem is that he's gonna run them every lap.
Press X to tab. What did you say?
Yeah, still no sound from crew chief, so not quite sure what's going on there. Bit weird. The radio check was me turning it on. It should do it automatically in the game. Fuel levels and brake temperature, all that kind of stuff. It was doing it, so I'm not quite sure
I am a little bit conscious of the fact that for anyone
why it wasn't.
in Europe, it is getting a bit late in the evening now. But you guys are all still good, right? You're not full ill yet?
Yeah, just about awake.
At 5 AM today.
To be fair, you guys should probably be more worried about us getting tired than we should be.
Yeah.
Tired. I sometimes drive late night
Wow.
stints and
Well,
I'm
that is a
good endurance,
first.
so, okay.
Never in all my days.
Yeah, well, I'm not getting tired yet, but you never know.
And if
Might
not, I'm just
accidentally
gonna...
fit that.
So what?
Useless. Useless crew chief. What's happened here?
Yeah, it's like...
Radio check. Spotter radio check.
Yeah, just take out the advertising signs.
Ah,
Oh, that's even.
don't worry. I've worked out the problem. I had it set up for the wrong game.
Radio check. Spotter radio check. Can you hear me?
What a clown.
I switched the option off when I started the stream.
Right,
too,
so
guys.
this
I
should
know
work.
what I was getting myself in.
No, I mean the track
Fingers
is
crossed now.
advertised. Because the advertisement was
Third time's a charm.
Oh,
Exit's clear.
There we
Push.
go. Good. Alright, so we got sound. We have
Cold
sound.
brakes all round. Be careful.
Yeah.
Yes, I was just trying
Just
to figure
immediately
that out
tuning,
myself.
chiming in with the bad
Press
news
number
there.
7 key, not on
Cold
the
brakes,
pad on
cold
the right
tyres.
side of your keyboard, but the numbers across the top. If you press number 7, it cycles through the available types of display for your home.
Hey guys,
There's just no one there. I've no idea where they've gone. It's like I've just brought my own car and turned up. I hope it doesn't need... I don't know who changes the tyres. Just pull in and the car light goes on a wonk and then new tyres on. Maybe it's ghosts.
Matt
Probably
starts
ghosts.
So they...
Well, the car's running pretty smoothly,
I mean, you
so
don't
I'll
have
just
to
find
switch off the
somewhere,
car. You don't
somewhere
have
to turn it off.
Just stand there. Probably this car even
A bit of a
goes
moment there.
a couple of meters repairs as well. Without cooking itself.
Issues with overheating on this one, you should be okay. So as long as you keep it here at the pit stop, and maybe make sure you either rev the nuts off it or put the clutch in before the pit stop finishes, you should be fine. But yeah,
Or just run auto clutch.
yeah, but auto clutch could work as well. That's good. Okay. Yeah, probably put auto.
Thank you extremely much.
No worries.
Yeah, I mean this is
Socially distanced pit stops. You have to do one wheel at a time, even if you had... I'm pretty sure that's too close. Maybe the cars will get longer, so you can keep 2 meters. That seems like the sensible thing to do. Right, sorry, I'm just playing around with a few sound things, and then we should be okay.
No, I'm not trying to do that in the race.
Being more used to rally driving, I'm not so used to pit stopping, so thank you for the advice. Thank you.
Okay, maybe you could run off track for the race. Maybe you'll beat us all if you just take to the gravel, Eagle Cop. Maybe that's the strategy, right?
Still super
Should I
loud on the
drive
engines.
beside the
I think I
road,
can just about hear the
no chance at all.
guys over this
Are
now,
you
so
sure
that's good.
that?
Right. Here we go.
Where we are going, we know mean roads.
So we're just going to wait for them to put it into quali, and then should be good to go. Just get a decent socials. Send a few people the link to the stream. Make sure they're actually on.
Make sure I check the pit lane entry so I know that the limit line is right, like on top at the start. I mean,
Unfortunately, there's quite a lot of very fast people here, so it looks like my time, if this was any kind of indication as to how we'd be doing, looks like I'd be in 11th? Yeah. 10th,
I
12th.
got a relative on.
So,
All I can get is a
too bad.
leaderboard standing type thing.
The aim of this is very much to not come last. Oh, where's that gone? The TV's trying to turn itself off.
And your lap time and stuff like that.
Yeah, but what I want is to see like how close cars are actually on the track.
Well,
yeah, I don't think it will.
Maybe it'll come up during the race.
Yeah, that tower will turn into that in the race. If
Right.
you watch Dan's F1,
I will be
I can't remember which
back
year it was,
momentarily.
but
Hopefully they won't start without me. So let me just...
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
I'm just going to resort to an old-fashioned vote.
We are back, I think.
That's
so here
the
we
end
go,
of the
quali
session.
time, guys.
P21.
Yes.
Hello.
This time I cannot possibly fail.
Okay, well, best of luck, everybody. Thank you so much again for your patience. And yeah, let's do this.
Right. So, time for qualification. We've got 15 minutes.
Smith.
Don't forget, damage is turned on, and it is a very busy track. Wow, I'm looking at the replay.
Why are you stopping? People are...
Definitely going to give myself a little bit of space before I head out.
Go on, start.
It will take another 18 seconds before the light goes green. Be ready.
Red light at the end of the pit, sorry.
So we just got a couple of guys held up in the
if you had a little bump
in the pit.
Front, though, if you had some damage, it's all good.
Yeah, 3 seconds.
I'm back. Let's go. Let's do this. A little bit of lucky chocolate before we start. Probably going to choke on that. Just going to let them all go past.
Got 15 minutes in quali, and there will be traffic. So if you're on an outlap, try not to get.
Your
in the
exit
way
is
of
clear.
anyone who
Watch
might
the
be
white
fast
line.
lap behind.
Okay,
Right.
Chris, we've got 14 minutes to set a lap. Your brakes are cold. We need to get some heat into them.
It helps. I never do fast laps.
Take a little bit of distance
Moral
off.
of the story, if Richard comes up behind you,
Don't need to do that till the end of the lap.
That's basically
Just going to
the
back them up a little bit. Pretty low on fuel, but trick is to keep the guy behind us, and just open up a little bit of a gap so that I can push without worrying about anything. I mean, the chance of me catching pretty low, but
what the hell?
I want to
with
make
this
sure
bump on the
that
straight
I
between the
am,
rainy curves and the whole corner.
I've got plenty of space, basically.
Oh, you
It's
mean
like
the
a
part
speed
with the
bump.
track?
Good question. I actually can't remember.
I assume it's just there in real life.
Well, a good chance it's just there because it's a circulator.
It's probably like a glitch or something in the circuit editor. Let's call it that.
Call it that. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, coming up to the end, a few more corners left, and then we'll be on our first flying lap. I've fueled it for about 3 laps worth of fast times, so hopefully we can set something decent in the 220, 219 would be good. Stay on the track, maybe that would be really good. Plenty of space for the guy behind, so I'm just going to back up a little bit. I'd like to be him to be clear of that last corner before I enter it, basically, and that should be about a second or so. We should be plenty of time. Shouldn't be too much of a differential. I think the guy behind is going to do the same. It looks like he's taking a bit of a gap as well, so fingers crossed.
No heat of rage yet.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh boy, that was close. Pay attention, Chris. Come on.
The track temps increasing. It's now 29 Celsius.
Now they're all going to back each other up a massive amount. So I'm trying to get slowly through this corner, and then we can get back on the power. Nice six out of here, and then we're flying. Right, here we go.
Oh, it's gold.
Oh, super wide. This doesn't feel like the best lap in the world, but hopefully we'll get a time in, something we can stick on the board, you know, stop us from being last, hopefully. Yeah, super loose on that. Just going to need to get a little bit more settled. I think early nerves kicking in now that the session's gone fully live. So here it is.
right behind you, my sim racer.
Dead on my lines.
Flash your lights.
I'm just gonna ram him.
Precision ramming.
Bump draft.
It's getting super congested up ahead. Looks like there's 3 cars fighting out, which is not going to be very neat going through this tunnel. It's so narrow.
That's a new fastest lap for Unt, 2:16.58.
There we go.
Oh well, there goes Quali.
Left side, you're clear on the left.
Oh,
Very
fuck.
fast time
Absolutely
today.
fucking binned it there. Not good. It's a really annoying place to slow down. I think I've got quite a bit of damage.
Flat
Steering's
front
pulling a
left.
long way
Right,
to the
Chris,
left.
You had some minor aero damage. Stay out, it's not that bad.
The car on your right side, hold your line. Right side's clear.
Absolutely no steering
You've
at
got
all.
10 minutes
Absolutely
left,
nothing.
10 minutes to go.
Looks like we're going to be pulling
Left
back into
side's
the
clear
pits in a
on your
second.
left. Clear on the left.
There's
At least we
lap
stayed out of the way.
Cut the track.
Yeah, alright, cool. So I think I can retire to garage.
Yellow flag, sector 1,
Lot of damage.
P11. That was 226.94.
Not ideal.
Looks like P6 has binned it.
Yeah, absolutely fucked.
You're right.
Right, let me
You're
see if I
locking
can
your front
retire.
left tyre a lot. The guy behind has
Serious
just done a
damage there.
227.01.
Just tried to avoid him going into the tunnel. I should have slowed down a lot more than that.
Sector 2 is yellow.
Right, here we go. Looks like we're back in the garage now. Ouch. Definitely want to get a time in. Got 9 minutes.
Pit exit's clear. Push. Sector 1 is clear. The track temperature's
So
rising.
keep an eye out
It's
for
now
anyone who's on
51
a flying lap.
Celsius.
I'm on an out lap, so I'm going to be doing a fair bit of speed to keep the temperature in the tyres, but it is what it is. So we've got big variance in times at the moment. I just want to settle things down, get myself a lot of space. Maybe if I let this guy past, we'll be able to just relax a little bit going into the flying lap. It might be the way to go.
Watch your rear tyres, they're pretty cold. Your brake temps are good.
Whew. It is warm stuff doing this, I must say. Oh, very slow. It's good. Luckily it's not a timed lap, so we're okay. Right, here we go.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
That's how I want to do that corner. So, fingers crossed, get this right next time. Plenty of space front and back.
Green flag sector 1.
Looks like we're going to be doing okay. Okay.
P20.
Alright, we're going to be looking for shaving about 8 seconds off this lap, maybe a little bit less, I suppose. Most of that will come in that tunnel section and just after, when we were really slow. But we've already got a better start to this lap, so that is good. Really having to chuck the car around decent time.
Quali, but we're on park firming conditions. Can't change the car setup, so we're locked in now. You can change the fuel button.
Your tyre temps are all fine.
Well, you can change the ARB settings, but looks lie.
Okay, 1.4 seconds up, so that's good.
The fuel in.
I might need to adjust fuel. There's going to be a very, very hard hit.
Green flag, sector 2.
Yeah, you can change the fuel. That's all good.
Okay.
I was going to pop the
Slap
tyre
looks
pressures
pretty
down.
good. Quite pleased with how it's going so far. We are catching some drivers, so I don't know if they're on out laps or not.
10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I got him out of the way, I suppose.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Sector 2 is clear.
So here is where it all went horribly wrong last time, so fingers crossed we can get a decent pace up.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Sector 2 is 1.9 seconds off the pace. Sector 1 is yellow. That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
Oh great, if I gain like 1/10 I gain 2 positions.
Sector 1 is clear.
In 2/10 I gain 3 positions, but I can't like half a second down.
The guy behind has just done a 229.88.
It's so like this happened.
Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
Okay, we're going to go for another flyer straight after this. We're sticking a decent lap.
Yeah, it's very close gaps in the field here.
My brakes gonna
Green
melt.
flag,
I have
sector
to
1.
close my vents.
Oh no.
We're 17th at the moment. Not bad.
For the quality.
Can't complain.
Yeah, is that Park Verme?
A lot of very experienced drivers here.
Hope not.
That's going to be a very long race for you, mate.
Yellow flag. Looks like P3's gone off.
I can still change the brake boys and stuff.
Well, we'll see, but before the race though.
Oh, changing.
Sector 1 is 1.1 off the pace.
There's certainly like.
So that's a really good sector 1.
George,
Interesting.
there's one-
Might be off my pace rather than the leader's pace, but we'll see. Don't think it's off the leader's pace. That would be unreal.
Like, exactly.
It's almost as good as Costa's lap on the leaderboard at 2 minutes 17 exactly.
We're pretty close to the time we did last time, so don't know if we're going to be likely to improve much. What does that put us on?
Oh, I can't wait to never
20-ish.
hear this engine again.
I'd rather listen to this than the M3 from ACC.
Can't believe people are slagging off the M3 from ACC. What a car.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 33 Celsius.
Oh, I don't like it.
Sector 1 is clear.
Isn't that
Right, that's a little bit neater.
isn't that
Yeah, that's good. Good, 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 good.
So 6.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Just nice and neat out of here. Okay, we've got a good bit of time there. That's
I
good.
think the car for me that's the most undrivable due to noise is the M8 GT3 from R-Factor 2.
Radical GT3.
You've got half your fuel left.
So, lost a little bit of time on the end there,
I don't remember
but
that
still
being
good.
awful.
Yep, V16. You've just done a 220.18.
Only David is fast for it.
You say that, but I'm pretty sure like the whole
2 minutes
A
to
weird
go. 2
turn one
minutes.
there.
was in the radical because it was fastest over one lap.
No, because they wanted to torture people.
Sorry. Lucas.
Well, I will do
Car
my
left.
usual.
You are clear on the left.
Gain 4 positions at the start.
Oh, it's nearly a second down, so possibly going to pull out of this lap. Maybe come into the pits.
Myself at the end of lap 1, 4
Got a minute
positions
left,
up.
so I don't think this is likely to improve very much. Doesn't look like it.
Oh, it goes over one. I don't know.
Then it's the barrier after lap 10.
Woo! It's close.
I don't know what will happen.
It's a pretty reliable strategy.
Wow.
New fastest lap for you.
I think this race might be a little bit hair-raising in places.
Okay, Chris. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
I have a pretty reliable plan as well, and I haven't thought of one yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Hop into the pits instead. I think we're gonna chill out for the last 30 seconds. I think there's gonna be a short little break, just a little briefing and warm up.
Sector 1 is yellow.
Just to get people on the same page before the race. I may well go on hold before that. Might need to take a quick, get a drink and take a quick break. I'll be right back after that. So we'll see how it goes in 5 seconds at the end of the session. So I'm gonna leave it there.
That's the end of the session.
Pretty pleased with that.
5 seconds short of starting another lap.
Wasn't going to be able to do another lap anyway.
Well, it's another time at the bad end of the exchange.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
Looks like everyone else is coming in as well. Most people are in the pits now, it seems. So 16th. Pretty pleased with 16th, to be honest. Wasn't expecting to...
Join the car park.
Typical. Just
Wasn't
when
expecting
I
to
was
be that
preparing
far
to
up,
do my best
if I'm
lap
honest.
ever.
Yeah, I was just about to set at 2:15.
Sure.
We are at such a
I
disadvantage.
can move closer and further away. That's very exciting. Not going to do that. So, session's over. Let's have a look and see what the laps around me, what their times were like. Okay. Let's go.
Damien looked
Ahead of me.
Oh, that's a reliable strategy.
So we hit 21. We did a 19.9 in practice, so would have been a little bit higher up. Quite pleased with that though. Yeah, it was busy. I think thrown a little bit after that first lap, binning it on in that tunnel and having to reset. Kind of took me out of it a little bit, which is a bit annoying.
Fast enough, you'll go right through.
No point in worrying about it too much.
Yeah. How long do we have till the race?
Hope you're enjoying it so far.
Warm-up should be about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, so we got time to
see what people have said. Told a few people that I'm on. Haven't seen any other names yet, so I think my sister was watching at one point.
Right, so we got 10 minutes. I'll go and have a drink and...
Same.
So, do we need a full tank of fuel, or is it less than that?
About
58 liters.
58 liters is more than enough.
Oh no, I'm in gallons. How many laps?
41.
41 laps to be safe, I'd say.
Okay, that's more than safe then.
Yeah, it's an extra lap after the time runs out, I think.
I mean, you wrote that it is 90 minutes / 39 laps. You can in AMS limit it.
It's going to be a late one. We're starting a 90-minute race in about
we have a 90
quarter of an hour's time, so this is not going to be finished by 11 o'clock. I am going to be exhausted by the end. I'm already quite tired.
If it's both, then
So we'll see how that factors into the race.
it's both.
The main thing for me is going to be finishing. That's a big one. And then also to make sure we've got...
looks like we have 50 seconds till the race starts.
Oh, there is no warm-up.
Oh, crap.
Okay, so I just need to load this out.
Wait, I'm glad I didn't actually get out.
Man, the bathroom.
Oh, there should have been a warm-up on this, guys. Sorry about this. There should have been.
I need to make sure I've got enough fuel, otherwise I won't be able to do the race.
Is there a formation lap? I don't remember.
Formation. There
should be.
So we're going to stick it on 60 laps, as agreed. Where are we? So we're on the grid. Okay, so this is just going. No time for a break at all.
17 seconds.
So it's very, very high possibility.
To restart the race, but we have people who are missing. I'll tell you what. Okay, let's.
Do people want to go and pee and then we'll restart the race?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like we are going to have a quick break. So I'm just going to sit here and wait. Looks like.
So, do we?
Yep, I'm in the lead. Come on.
No, you're on the formation lap. You have to actually resume your pit spot. It's just an AMS ends after don't care which order you drive around the track.
Yeah, but
As
I
long
guess
as you
just,
come back around.
I guess just cruise until like the people come back, then we can restart.
Yeah, we actually can just continue on. So anyone who hasn't pressed race can just start off pit lane so far.
But that's
Yeah,
shit
but I guess
AMS. You will be stuck until second one.
Not lined up properly. I like the advice so I'm getting. You can't see it underneath my head.
Yeah, and second
Gamers.
one's actually quite long.
No
But if you
heroics.
restart the thing now,
Yeah,
like,
for
we still
sure.
have to
So the first
grid formation or no?
the first corner is
should
the
have.
Naumann hairpin.
It should keep the grid because we aren't resuming
So
to qualify.
it's
Restart the
just
race. It'll keep the quality positions.
the
We're good.
tightest, most horrible thing. It's the only first
Sorry,
gear corner.
Wushel. Yes.
You have a break now or one?
Yeah, we'll have a quick break now. We'll have like a 5-minute break because there should have been a warm-up session
Okay.
for that. In the panic of setting a new server up, I don't think the warm-up was included.
So I'm just going to stick the
guys.
camera
So
off.
We'll have a quick break and then we'll restart the race when everybody's back.
Okay, great.
I can confirm I will be doing a classroom-style roll call, so please be present when your name is called and reply with "here."
Here and there and everywhere.
Did anybody see Flight of the Conchord?
Sorry?
Did anybody see Flight of the Conchords?
Yep.
No? I always loved when Murray did the band meetings. That's what we'd be doing. And we actually have some Kiwis in the chat too.
Oh yeah, bro.
Just waiting to hear when Wushel gets back. When Wushel gets back, we'll give it a go.
It's just a bit. When I'm getting flashed like that, I feel harassed. Help!
Go faster down the straight. Go on.
Timo, schieb ihn raus!
Confirm.
Ah, we got rid of him. Go, 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 go.
It's not Halloween anymore, but I'll come and get you.
Wait, did David bin it on the formation lap?
I think we more likely bin David, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you said we restart the race, so I don't want to get the damaged car.
A quick update from one of the AMSU mods, by the way. Apparently, it is a known issue that if you flash headlights in the race or on the server, it does actually drop the frames for everybody. So if we can limit the headlight flashing in the race, that would be awesome. Thanks, guys.
Interesting.
Okay.
So you're not asking us not to do it, we're just limiting it.
Have a night race, have it on all the time.
What if we
guys,
really want to
JP is not
lights?
Just use voice comms to say flashlights, and then there's no frame drops. You can still get in their head.
I have a really, really good idea. What if
Flash,
somebody
flash.
parks? What if somebody parks on the pit straight and we just all start flashing, so then FPS drops and he hits them?
Olaf and I are
I
testing
mean,
the
it's
next road
probably
right
a known issue, but it's just you. Hey, this will be an interesting.
Flash, beep, beep.
Okay, so flashing
noises.
Alright, I am back from the toilet. All is well.
Everything come out okay?
It did.
What happened if you don't
We
line
do
them
not want to
properly?
know the details.
Information, guys.
No, you do not.
Are you restarting
don't
the
put the
formation
picture
lap or not?
So I
Yes,
think
we'll do
there's
a
gonna be
full
vote to
restart.
the
So,
race.
is everybody back?
I damaged my car on the warm-up lap.
Very Brody-like.
Push us back.
Everybody back?
If you
Yeah,
damage your car on the formation lap, quickly said. If you damage your car on the formation lap, you can escape and then come out of the pits again. So press escape, exit the pits, and then drive out and wait at the pit exit light.
Yeah, how am I sure I'm lined up properly? Because
Red
We'll
box.
have a little vote in a minute
Your
to
red box on the
restart
track.
the race.
Alright.
I see the red box when I'm in the car, you know.
But first, you.
Is everybody ready? Shall I do a restart?
Yes, please.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
All good? Everyone's good for the restart?
If you're not here, speak
Yeah,
up
all good
now.
for the restart. Yep.
Punch it, Chewy.
like here, here, here.
B16, okay, it's over.
Okay, don't forget to put your race fuel in, guys, and just be very careful on the first lap, of course. It's a long race. There are maybe going to be slight ping issues because we've got people from all over the world, so just give a little bit of extra room. You're not going to win it in the first lap, but trust me, speaking from experience, you can definitely win it in the first lap, so just be careful, guys. And
Here we
have
go.
an awesome
Hopefully it'll be
race.
marked
Don't
where
forget
I
to
need to
put fuel
go the next one when we come back round, because this is going to be a formation lap, so...
Don't forget to bring your BDE to this one.
Sorry, BDE?
What?
Danny Rick can explain.
Yeah, BDE. Yeah.
Sounds like some sort of sixth position.
You are actually quite close. The B stands for big.
Oh, yes.
It's finally happening.
Here we go.
Happening. Thank you so much, guys. Everybody coming along.
A few seconds to go.
Formation lap, okay? So let's all follow the lead nice and easy. You can warm your brakes and tyres, but don't slam on and go again, because you might get rear-ended.
I'm training at the station.
To David for the pole.
Okay, I guess my EMS is frozen.
Tapping out and tapping back in. It's happened to me during practice and stuff.
Where's Caillou?
It's frozen.
He's in a Disney animated movie.
Yep, exactly.
This is going to be
the,
absolute chaos.
This formation lap is going faster than my qualification.
I was gonna say, how fast do you want your formation lap?
Around 80 to 100, maybe? No more than 150.
Maybe 200.
Quite quickly. Does anybody have any questions, last minute questions before we start the race? Anything they're not sure of?
One question. When will you win it?
Okay,
that's the wrong question. How many times will you win?
Okay, you just got disqualified.
So there's a little bit of movement. I don't know if the ping's a little bit difficult for some people. There's a lot of...
Someone get disqualified?
The lane was closed then.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. Alright, shall we do one more restart, guys? Because we can't start the race with a disqualified person. Is that okay if we restart one more time? Sorry about this.
Yeah, of course, that's fine.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you didn't get onto the grid quick enough.
P16, that's the end of the race. Bad luck, mate.
Chaos. Second place got disqualified there.
Please.
We'll take 1 litre out.
This is
No,
all
fuck
good
it.
practice. We're
I'll keep
really
that back
good
in.
at this, like,
Have we
warm-up
got...
and quality
What's the
of
setup?
formation lap and
I'm
stuff.
not sure how good we're
Alright.
at it. I think it's probably a good thing we're doing it again.
I like this practice.
So we have to... It's a standing start?
Yes.
So we got to come back to our spots?
Yes.
Yes.
When you come back up to the grid, there should be a little red box on the track that shows you where to
That's
stop.
answered my question.
And it will lock the controls when you get to that spot. So
I'm really glad you said that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I was wondering how I was going to get me grid spot.
Yeah, what I can see from this car is literally 0, so that would never have happened.
I was going to accidentally park in pole spot, just see what happened.
Yeah, good idea.
What could possibly go wrong?
It literally sounds like Danny Rick. It's quite weird.
We could fail if we wanted to.
I love chat for the stream as well, by the way. They're like, good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun again.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
Deja vu all over again.
And that fun.
Yeah, forget that feeling.
Boy, this feels familiar.
Even Danny Rex thinks it feels familiar.
I've been in this place before.
Oh, fuck.
Higher altitude.
Groundhog Day.
And just a reminder, you might not need to change your rear tyres in the pit stops. See how you go on tyre wear, but you will save a lot of time if you don't change your rears. 14 seconds. So when you request your pit stop, just make sure you select the rear tyres in the menu at the bottom right, by the way. Save yourself a bit of time.
Depends how hard I am on my rear.
Exactly. And no, unfortunately, Captain Flatspot, you can't change brakes in the pit stop. I hope it holds together for you, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you will just have a long break, I think it will last the race, you just have to break very early.
The car feels so heavy with race fuel.
This is absolute chaos.
Yeah, I'm surprised this angry beehive doesn't put out more power.
It sounds like it's trying.
Such an angry car. Ridiculous.
Trying.
I mean, they still deploy, I think, 400 horsepower.
220.
So the designer of the Renault needs to for his dashboard skills.
So the good news is I knew my way around the track, so that shouldn't be a problem. But
we're safe.
Oui, sacre bleu, mon Dieu, fucking.
Tyres are cold.
Francois Renault himself is in chat. He's upset.
I can't take you guys anywhere.
La baguette.
I mean, we have a Canadian, we don't know if he's also French fluent.
The air temp is 26 Celsius. Alright, Chris, stay calm, focus.
Freedom price.
Right, here we go.
Something there, what was it? Pulp
Oh,
Fiction?
this is going to be such chaos. Cannot wait.
Pump frites, there we go.
There we go.
Thanks, George. Alright.
Kind of wanted these to be about 90
bring up
degrees.
everybody, so
Unfortunately,
all the
they're
best for the
absolutely
race.
nowhere near
Like I
that.
said, take it nice and easy on the first lap. Watch out for your grid spot, the red box on the grid spot. Line up in that, and all the best. It's going to be an awesome one. And again, thank you so much for your patience, guys. Let's do this.
Alright, good luck. Let's go. Good luck, guys.
Good luck. Good luck. I'm just gonna close my eyes for turn 1.
Costa has been
Okay,
disqualified.
here we go.
Good luck.
Thank you, mate. Much appreciated.
Floor it. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Made already.
Car left. He's still there. You're in the middle, 3 wide. All rounds clear now. On your left.
Green flag Sector 3.
Clear left.
God, this car is very heavy with all this fuel in it. I have got used to driving it like this, so it's not too bad, but it is pretty nerve-wracking with all these cars around as well.
Well done, Chris. Good
Absolute
start.
chaos. Up to 13th. So just going to wait for this pack to thin out a little bit.
Rudy, you're teleporting through walls, man.
Sector 2 is yellow.
I've got a car off.
Sector 2 is clear.
That's unfortunate. Let's see who that is. Finn.
There's a guy on your left.
He's going to try and take me
Still
on the
there.
inside.
Still there. Still there. Clear left.
Oh, big freeze there. This game has not been unstable in any way at all until just now, so that was a big freeze up.
Polish out, mate.
Didn't
Forget
enjoy
about
that. Doesn't look like there's too much damage. And we're all good.
All good.
About 9 seconds off the leader. Not the first lap.
Okay, Chris, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. P13. Yellow flag. Caution.
I don't know what that flag was.
I think P4's gone off.
Position.
Green flag, sector 1.
Looks like there's quite a lot of chaos happening now. People clipping all over the map. I wonder if that's what's causing the frame rate to drop out. Looks like there's only 21 runners left now as well, so 2 people left the server. I don't know if that's because their race is over or because of connection issues. This is all a little bit hairy at the moment, to be honest with you. Just stick it on to see what these tyres are doing. Not too bad. Really messed up out of that corner.
Right side. And still there. Keep your line. Still with you. Right side's clear.
Very quiet.
Right side. You are clear on the right.
By the fact that nobody answered that.
What were we supposed to say?
I think David died from side contact based on lag from
That's okay. I just got a tap on the right, but I think it was a little bit of lag. It's all good, man. I got to overtake it now.
The leader has just done a 217.00.
Probably holding my line, I don't know. Maybe Brody behind.
Nah, it's all good.
Racing.
So we've got a guy who's slightly faster than us behind, I think. He's going to be trying to push past us. And Daniel, who is DDF Racer, the guy whose track this is, he's in 19th. I think he was the one who had that spin, and so he's going to be pushing back up through as well. So these 3 positions we had, I'm pretty sure we're going to lose them at some point as this race goes on. So we shall see.
How does it feel, Dan?
Car feels good.
Yellow flag, sector 2.
No, not the car, the event. How cool is this?
Oh, it's awesome. Thanks, guys, for turning up. Finally actually doing a proper test session. It's only been 15 years in the making.
All you have to do is start your own YouTube channel, build a community.
Yeah, not much. Not much.
Organise a mutually convenient
Horrible bump
time
there.
for 30
Really
people.
throws the car off balance completely.
I mean, anything that could have tested us today has tested us, so thanks for sticking with it, everybody.
Messed up that corner big time. Not what we wanted at all doing that.
Stuck car off the hairpin, okay.
Yeah, looks like the guys behind us have got quite a bit more speed, so may well let him pass so we don't have to fight so much here.
Yeah, really.
Still there. Keep your line. Left side's clear. Car on your left. You're clear on the left.
Come on, Chris. Don't let him get away.
Wait, is George in this one? Let's see, can he know?
George can hear us, but he can't speak, I don't think.
Okay, because I think he just let me go when there was no reason to. Unless he did it for overtaking the others.
Yeah, yellow flag. Must have been.
2 things. That's impressive timing while driving. And okay, that's nice.
That is impressive.
P13.
Left side. Left side's clear.
I wish that pit board wasn't in the way, I can't see in my mirror. So we'll keep the pressure on this guy in front because our pace is pretty similar.
Left
Oh,
side.
big dive bomb, huge.
Pretty warm, eh?
He's still there.
Wow,
Left side's clear.
great pass.
Yeah, boy.
Well done,
The
Steve.
car in front of us is now Davidson.
May well be moving backwards a fair bit during this race.
Behind is now 0.9.
Careful, he's still stuck there.
Green flag, sector 2.
Who's actually gone?
And just catching a little bit faster in that section, so that's good. This is pretty tight now.
So I have the best wife ever. She heard me complaining about the heat on the stream. Tell me to turn the fan on for me.
Yeah, nice. Right there, mate.
That's amazing. Oh no, it's Brody behind.
Oh, I lose so much time through there if you have to hit the brakes, which I did.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Car backwards as she came back.
Yeah.
Sector 3 is clear.
I have not even approached the apex of turn 1.
Does it even have
Oh no, wait.
V14, that's the fastest
Yeah,
lap.
if you actually roll over it, it does launch you into space.
Well, I've got rolled over it quite a few times and forgotten to go into first gear, which has killed every attempt at overtake I made into T1 so far.
Whew, this is tense. Apologies for the lack of communication. It is
You got 34
pretty
more attempts.
tight at the moment. Really concentrating to try and, to be honest with you, to try and keep the car on the track actually. It is not easy. Luckily the practice is coming in pretty handy. And so it's just a case of keeping going. Big gaps between us,
These cars were a great
especially
choice
going
for this
towards the
track.
back.
It looks pretty close on the gaps up there. Looks like some hella barrels.
Yeah. Potato just got the position to Brody. But this is a freeway fight.
About to be 4.
Oh, you're an optimistic one.
Not that far back.
Well, losing a bit of time, unfortunately. Hitting the red line there didn't help the acceleration either. That's not so good. He's going to dive bomb me here.
He's still there. Still there. Clear on the left. The right side's clear.
Sorry.
Sector 2 is yellow.
I think he completely lost it, but he glitched through me, so I think we're okay. I think I got very lucky just then.
Sector 2 is clear.
Woo! I've got a little bit of a train behind me, unfortunately, at the moment. I've got DDF Racer 2 seconds back where he was last time we went through a sector, which is the end of that last straight. So he's probably going to be on me pretty soon. He's much faster than I am. So I think I will be just letting him past once he gets here. He is, of course, significantly faster than I am. This is his track.
How warm
And
are your
unlikely that I'm going to be able to try and fight with him.
Fastest lap. Sector 2 is 2.1 off the pace.
Yeah, 550, 600.
Yeah, alright. Then I'm pretty good. I'm about 750. A little bit hot, but it's manageable.
Oh, I think I'm in Fahrenheit. I was like, what are y'all talking about?
It's like I'm to 1200.
So
1200 US bobbins.
Oh, you're getting close, Donk.
Yeah, gotta be careful, man. There's a little bit of lag every now and again, so.
Yeah.
Vinny, it's getting closer. The gap's now 0.6.
Maybe just keep a steady pace going, Jack.
That was a lot closer.
He's tricking you, Captain. He's coming hard for you. Watch out.
Yeah. Stop with your magic bullet talk.
Hey, the opportunity presents itself. I'm gonna pass, but.
Yeah.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Green flag sector 2.
No idea where that yellow flag came from.
Left side.
Long way to go, yes.
He's still there.
Yes.
Still there. Clear left.
Come on, push like a bastard. We'll get this guy. Okay, Chris. The next car is Vinny.
Okay, that was stupid from me.
It's so straight, what?
Bit messy from him there. I might be able to keep with him a little bit longer, which is good. He won't be happy about that. I don't know if he's got a little bit of damage. He did have that spin at the beginning, so perhaps he picked up some damage. Tyres are wearing a bit too much, too hot.
Should be tough.
The 100 air.
That was better than binning it. Stay on the brakes.
If your car is still drivable, don't repair the damage in the pit stop because it takes
P15.
Yeah, damage repair does take a long time.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
Hey. Oh my gosh, the car just appeared.
Yes, George just lagged back. He must have had a screen freeze.
Oh, sorry.
So 7 laps in. Stopping around about lap 13, 14. So we'll see if it's
Didn't know I could overtake there. What the?
Well, you didn't overtake, I overbraked.
see how the tyres are doing.
I know, but still.
By the time we get there, probably 13. I know a lot of these guys behind are faster and have been faster, so.
I think P3's been dead. Green flag sector 2.
About 20?
Looks like I'm out.
Oh, George. What happened, man?
Yellow flag, caution.
Screen froze, so it's a shame.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Up to 14th, but unfortunately that sounds like because it's someone's screen froze and it looks like they had some problems actually driving, so that's
Sector
not
2
what
is
you
clear.
want really.
Giving it a go so far, mate. You did an awesome job up at the top there.
Sad times for people who are being knocked out.
And fucking impressive
Not what you want.
typing while driving. Worth it.
That's fair.
You didn't have to tell us that.
Oh, it is rough putting in your best time and ending up at a point where you're getting a second up on your lap and the guy in front still pulling away from you. That is really indicative of what kind of times they're doing. So totally understandable that they're a lot better on this course than I am.
Try the peer.
14th.
That could be the default percent force feedback button.
So that's a 2:20.9. It's a pretty good lap time for this much fuel at this point in the race. I think once we get to a point where we're a little bit lighter, I should be able to get some better times in. But the problem is everyone else speeds up at that point as well. So. Ooh, a little bit of a cut corner there. That was close. So gap was 5 seconds last time we checked.
Your right front has got minor wear. The gap to behind is now 4.2.
So we're looking at 70% tyres front. Grip tends to really fall off around about sort of 30-40%, so should be fine for now. They're a bit warm, but that's fine. I am chugging the car around a fair bit, so that's understandable. I'm quite warm as well, so. A mess. Don't want to lose too much time like that. That ain't good. Need to just get back on it.
We think you should get about 13 more laps out of this set of tyres.
Crew chief thinks I can do 14 more laps on these tyres.
Optimistic is... I mean, you need to do those 14 laps to get to Toronto.
I'm gonna do a 2-stop.
Is that on the rears?
Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe it takes an average. I feel like I could do the whole race on the same set of rears.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well.
They're really not wearing at all.
They're just along for the ride.
Moral support.
Without the rear wheels, the car will fall over.
Sorry. Sorry, Mr. Davidson. I had a bit of a lag there. I didn't think I touched you. Sorry, man. You good?
Move the down dog.
Thank you, mate.
There's a little bit of damage, unfortunately. These two came together and it looks like he might have picked up a little bit of damage because he's running a lot slower now. He was much faster than I was when he was driving earlier and when he overtook me. So it is possible we'll get this position back now because of the damage. This is why I'm not that keen on racing side by side with people, because if you pick up damage this early on in a race, you've got another 30 something laps to go, then it's just
Getting racy.
Oh yeah.
Gripping these tyres is definitely starting to go, so you have to start moving these brake points back a little bit further, just to adapt a little bit to the lack of grip on the front. Just slowing the car down a little bit more before we go in, before we turn in, so. Yeah, you see that, we're just going straight on.
Here we go again.
We're seeing minor wear on the fronts.
Again, still around about 60% on these tyres, so that's not too bad.
Didn't hit it. every time I'm following you in the same mistakes, Mooney.
Aha. Going to plan then.
So coming up to our pit window, 3 laps away. Tyres are still all right. What I really want to do is kind of push them as long as they can go, because the fresher my tyres are at the end, the better. Everybody's probably going to end up doing, well, it's either a 1 or a 2 stop. The people I'm fighting with are probably going to end up doing 2 stops, because I think we're just a little bit less control of the car, so it's going to be skating around a bit more, scrubbing the tyres a bit more. So I think we're probably all going to be on a 2 stop. And, well, basically, if I've got fresh tyres at the end, then I don't need to worry too much about my tyres.
I sure was about to clip that inside wall. Thought it was over.
Yeah,
so we've got the 2 guys behind us at the moment who are fighting, so that's good. Slow them down a little bit. Still 4 seconds back. That's good. Much need to get the car turned in there. That's got some much more time out. Excellent.
You're getting very close.
Ooh, a little bit of contact with the wall there. 24.3 seconds behind.
You picked up some minor aero damage.
My tyres are cooked.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
Yeah,
Everyone seems to be having trouble with their car a little bit. We're not going to repair the damage because it's quite minor.
P14.
Yeah, I'm trying all car adjustments to attempt to harness the car.
Not doing too badly with this control. Just shows that the real limiting factor here is my ability to drive the car rather than the tyres. Because I'm still recording pretty quick times, even though everyone else seems to be struggling with their tyres. So they're coming off the pace while I'm still picking it up.
At that time, what are people thinking for 1 stop, 2 stop?
2 stop for sure.
It's definitely a 2 stop for me.
I want to do a 1 stop, but I don't think the tyre will quite last that long.
Sounds like the drop off is just too much. I don't think it'll pop. I think you can go the distance. I just don't think the time works.
It'll be really slow, yeah.
Yeah, the braking zones get too far back for the hairpins. It's just impossible.
You have to wait so long to get back on the power.
Like I can stop the car anymore, I move backwards and I can stop at least for the corners.
So it looks like Steve Davis has managed to get a little bit more consistency. I think that contact probably slowed him down a little bit. May have had to adapt to, if there was some damage, just adapt to how that felt.
Yeah, that relative balance top right looks awesome.
I can't see where it says what lap we're on.
Top left. Time lap position. You might have it turned off. I think press.
Okay, there's lap. Okay, yeah, thanks.
Okay, so we are slow now. Just having trouble carrying the speed through the tighter corners, which is absolutely what you'd expect as the tyres start to go.
How do you know? Is that when it turns red?
There's different overlays. One of them shows, yeah.
Ah, right.
There's a different in-game overlay too that'll show you percentage.
But it should go red when you hit 50. It goes red when you hit 50. So. Yeah. But it's very of the dark orangey red before that already. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's a bit more of a gradient.
You just can't chuck the car around nearly as much as
red, yeah, a green, yellow,
you could when you've got fresh tyres on. So it's going to be like a completely different beast. I'm going to come in at the end of. Let's see if I can do 2 more laps on this. So we'll come in on lap 14. I think, given where we are, I'm quite pleased with how things are going. 4.2 seconds back. So we're keeping that gap pretty steady, which is good. hear the tyres rubbing all day. It is hard to keep hold of them now.
I hope I left you enough room.
You did.
We're getting like lockups now because of the lack of grip, which is just not ideal at all. I think everybody's in the same boat there, so I can't complain. Just maybe need to ease off the brake pressure a little bit, start braking back a little bit earlier so we don't get those lockups, because that is not going to help with anything at all, locking up. Absolutely not. Just try and keep it as neat as possible, really. And we can do it still. The car's still feeling absolutely fine, really. It's just when you're really, really pushing it, which I think I'm being a little bit rough with the car. It's just a little bit harder to keep on top of.
Yellow flag, watch out. Green flag sector 3. We think Richard has crashed.
My pit box was like right at the start of the pit lane, and so I overshot it massively. Oh!
Thanks for taking that.
E12.
Oh, that's wide. Yeah, these tyres aren't happy. God knows where we're going to come out after this stop as well, so might get a little bit hairy once we do that.
Put it in reverse, go backwards, and then go forwards again. Man, I must have lost about 20 seconds.
Incident in sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 2 is clear.
Oh yeah, and deselect them, guys. We'll cancel it.
Oh, you're flying, DDF. Climbing the leaderboards.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Well, can't be that slowly.
It's with these tyres.
The leader is ahead currently by 30 seconds. That is a massive, massive gap. Really just unbelievable. No idea how someone can get that much pace out of these cars so consistently. I thought I'd kind of started to nail it, and just humbling experience to see someone just putting time after time in like that, just way beyond anything I could even cope with. So this is the recommended lap to come in, because this splits the race perfectly into thirds. If I can do one more, and then do one more on my next, then I think that would be just the most ideal way to do it. And then that leaves me with a 12 lap, 11 lap finish. I think that's probably the right way to do it. We're just going to change the fronts. Rear tyres are looking pretty healthy. Not too worried about them. We are starting to lose quite a lot of time, and that's partly me, partly these tyres. So, next lap. We need to ignore the track position for now, because that is not going to be honest with us. It's going to really make it look like we're doing a lot better than we are, because there's going to be a few people who've stopped now. So probably going to come back out in 15th, 16th, I'd have thought. Maybe a little bit further back. I don't know how much time I've lost. So we'll see.
P10.
We'll stop now.
One of us is suffering from massive tyre problems and the other one's suffering.
Oh no, these tyres are gone.
Is that blimp going backwards?
Yes, it is.
It is a DDF blimp.
Just true to form, Mooney, what can I say?
Easter egg.
Thanks for bringing that up, mate.
So it is possible that as the race goes on, we're going to get some significant dips in concentration. I know that this is a bit of a test. It is pretty full on to do this for this long. I've not done a lot of long races, so I think 90 minutes really kind of takes it out of you.
Davidson ahead is increasing.
Over a third through now, so that is good. 2/3 to go. Time are we on? 10 o'clock.
Alright, how about this for an idea? The winner of the race gets their face on the blimp.
What happened to David? He just lagged apparently. Because for a moment he just dropped behind me.
I thought he was worried about getting his face on the whip.
Okay, so just approaching our first pit stop. I lost a lot of time to the guys behind, 3.3 seconds it is now, so I think I was a little bit better when I had a bit more life in the tyres, but they are slowly catching up, so I'm expecting to probably not keep hold of that position at the end, by the end of the race, but we'll fight as much as we can. As I said before, my aim is not to come last, so...
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
Looks like there's been a crash.
Green flag Sector 1.
Yeah, I suffered so much at this yesterday as well, but I got away somehow.
Stay between the lines, please, Chris. Watch your speed. You should have plenty of space on the exit. We expect to exit the pits in position 16.
Well, I mean, it's giving me torque steer, but it's going straight.
Is it still steer if you're going straight?
Good question.
So, 14 second stop.
Just hit it from the other
Just
side.
under 10 seconds left.
Bounce out.
And we're going to be able to go in a couple of seconds time and carry on.
Left front
There we go.
wheel might be like pointing in the wrong direction since it's like heating up, going straight.
You might have punctured a tire. You might have punctured a tire. You can puncture tires.
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line. Watch your mirrors.
In.
Stay out. Stay out.
So come out in 16th.
It's just a scratch. It'll pop right out.
It'll work itself out.
There we go. Car's feeling just so much better now. This is should be green the whole way round this indicator. Car's a lot lighter than it was. Front tyres are much more happy than they were. A bit cold still at the moment, so we're going to try and get some more heat into them, and then they should really start gripping nicely.
Nah,
Sector 3 is clear. Yellow flag Sector 2.
Impact, he drove into the wall, that's the problem. You can puncture the tires with impact.
And then, of course,
So I may end up coming last here if we get some DNFs at the back.
I went into the grapple and then it's even worse.
This is not an outlap, Chris. You need to get some pace on.
Jesus. Was that you, Dad?
No. I came around the hairpin, there was a dog facing me head on.
Hey, dog.
Put a dog on it.
Green flag Sector 2.
Yeah, sorry mate, I saw you coming around, I thought the best thing to do is just stay still.
Right, good thing, man, I can predict where you're going then. Gave me a little bit of a fright, but it's all good.
Sorry too.
Sorry, Dara, overtook me. I couldn't steer more to the right.
Can the pit stop be occupied by somebody else?
Maybe? It should tell you actually.
Yeah, last lap I saw somebody teammate in pit.
Definitely.
So you're saying that I'm breaking it and I just have to...
P15.
It should be entirely,
Okay, so here we go. Should be able to start setting some better lap times now.
Sorry to hear
You should be on. You should be now on course for a 2-stopper.
Yeah, but I like a turn on damage from where you can skip it and put someone like Good to know if turn off damage which you can't skip.
So we've got Donk ahead of us, who is, I think, probably likely to be a little bit faster than us. Especially if we start doing that.
The gap to
Senior
behind is now 3.0.
I think the guy in 16th is catching us as well. So that bodes well.
Oh well, I've just put a lap onto your potato. very nice battle right there.
Okay, that just got the replay at like lap 12 or something.
I mean, the entire battle was interesting. I was following you for like 4 laps with like 2 tenths behind.
It all started when we went side by side through chicane, which was never a good idea.
I'm gonna have some quiet laps, I think. Quite a good idea. Hope you're enjoying the race. I am. Oh, my nerves are ruined. Honestly, it's
My car now turns a lot.
been hard work.
I'm struggling to see where it's the tires or me that's falling off. It's probably both.
I usually assume it's me.
Your lap time was 2:21.21.
I'm so annoyed because I was tempted to come in a lap earlier and I would have had to crash.
The old Kimi Räikkönen, stay out 1 lap, it's too long. Thing. I'm sorry to hear that, Potato.
Oh no, I guess we're going the fastest lap now.
You forgot that David is on the server.
Nah, that would be fine.
Whew, so the guy behind is definitely catching, which is fine. Guy in 11th hasn't pitted yet, so he was the one who was running behind me, so possibly people still to pit, but that does mean that they're going to be faster going onward. So it really does depend on how much time I've managed to gain on them during their pit stop time, but if they're able to manage their tyres to do 1 stop, then that's going to hurt us.
Thanks, Mr. Davidson.
Thanks, Danny.
That's the fastest lap of the race.
We need this track in the race too. That's for sure.
It would be so great.
If only someone here was tight with the devs.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
I said if only someone here was tight with the devs.
When you ask Alex Sumner, he would instantly do it. The question is just if it will make enough money. We will.
Oh yeah, of course.
Maybe crowdfund it, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd chip in some money.
Yeah, that last set of tyres will be even fresher. I don't think the problem is I don't think at the moment I'm pushing these tyres to their like absolute limit. So I think
I
maybe
can finally get rid of that awful chicane bend as well.
we'll just make it a lot
Profile that
easier.
corner.
So
You could have done that for this one as well.
True.
that's quite a poor sector 2, I think. Lost a lot of time there.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Is that you?
Yellow flag sector 3.
Oh, Haim, I'm really sorry, man.
Someone at the end of the lap. We'll be coming up to an obstruction.
Sector
I think.
3 is clear. Your lap times are improving. This is good.
Potato?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Please don't wreck me.
It's not a 10 into I'm a lap.
Okay, Chris. The next car is Richard.
Go to the inside.
By the way, guys, we're on lap 19, just as a reminder.
It's almost time for one stoppers.
If you guys just like lose a lot of time, I might have a chance.
Sector 3 is yellow.
Brody spun out.
It looks like Steam spinned it.
Not Brody Bent. Surely not.
Sorry.
Green flag sector 3.
It's kind of between chicane and Brody.
Okay, so we made a bit of time up on these guys, which is pretty good. I know AIM. I don't think he stopped yet, unless he has stopped. That is possible.
The outside wall.
Technically, it still counts Brody. Unfortunately, it's in the replay.
Well, that's the first one I missed.
My one-stopping rival. Okay, interesting. So he hasn't stopped yet. Okay, thank you very much. That is really useful to know, just for kind of interest rather than competitivity. Not exactly the fastest. Woohoo! Get on back on the track.
Keep it nice and tidy.
Now, don't know how much damage that's going to be.
Left side, there's a car. Clear left.
Car feels okay. Car feels fine. Benefits of a server running 50% damage. I may well, unfortunately, have undone all the good work.
Did I cut you off? No, you were fine. Okay.
There's no report of damage from crew chief, so I think the car's probably okay.
15th place.
Nice, Tookie. Nice this time.
Feeling good so far. More than halfway through now, so that's good. It is not easy by any stretch, but it's not horrendous. I am going to be pretty fucking tired by the end of it though, that's for sure.
Okay, Chris, you're reeling. In. The gap is 6.3.
The gap there where crew chief didn't know how to say the guy's name.
A lot of traffic on the track this
what they say. You're complaining about traffic. You are traffic.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, well, this is interesting, Brody.
Davidson is entering the pits. He's in P12. I think he'll come out just in front.
Goes to show about those new tyres, eh? I've come in and done a stop and got back up with you.
I do hope that I lost about 10 seconds.
Yellow flag.
There. After a
Half distance. Fuel looks good. 14th.
And the handling's not great.
Oh, that's wide.
Got a fair bit of left hand down.
Just got a really nervous with the standings because it kept going upwards a minute of second place and such. There was like disconnection.
Yeah, your gap is a bit weird.
So there may be some moves to be made right at the end of the race because these one-stoppers are going to be on. If there's anyone around me who's on a one-stop when I'm on my fresh set of tyres at the end, they're going to be really struggling. Given how hard it was just after 13 laps, I'm not quite sure how they've managed to make it this far, but fair play to them. Absolutely fair play.
This looks like a tasty battle for fifth.
Fuck, I just spit in the pits.
What's the penalty? Drive through?
Then I'll find out when I leave.
Yeah, fair enough.
Can be either of those.
I think he might be managing his tyres a little bit, but I'm going to try and go for a pass at some point. There's no point in hanging around behind him because I need to get as much time ahead as possible on these one-stoppers. We are driving completely different races, so us being on track at the same time is just irrelevant, to be honest. We are not in competition with each other yet. Although he won't want me past.
Almost got that under.
I'm thinking to my first stop soon.
My tires were fucking dead when I decided to pit, so I don't know how you're still out here.
Yeah, not even crew chief was out in his bit.
I think I can do 3 more laps before coming in.
I wasn't that brave.
How are the brakes?
They're good. Hot.
Melty.
You're reeling Davidson in. The gap's now 1.2 seconds.
You're clear on the left.
Now he should be faster at the moment because he's got fresher tyres, so I'm not quite sure what's going on here. He must be managing them in order to get to the end of the race. The good thing about the two-stop is obviously I can go completely flat out, or pretty much flat out, and it looks perfectly kind of third is probably the best way to look at it, and I'm slightly ahead on that, so that's good.
Your right front's carrying a bit of wear.
So 26 was the original second stop. Because I pushed it a lap, I might be able to just put it in at 28, 27, 28, something like that. That's the idea, is to try and get this last stint on these, just make the end of the race just a little bit more enjoyable, to be honest with you, more than anything else. So I won't be having to kind of not push the car too hard at the end of the race. So that's the idea. Fingers crossed.
Cap, you're on 2-stop, right?
We estimate about 14 more laps from this set of tyres.
P1 is now a minute ahead of P2, and then the rest of us are sort of behind that. So that is an astonishing gap, really amazing. And obviously I've got another pit as well.
Thank you, Benny.
13th place.
Again, tyres are starting to feel a little bit old. Judgment call. Judging by those rears, I'm curious as to what you think about the rear tyre wear and whether or not I should just continue with them to the end. The reason being that it's an extra 14 seconds to change them in the pits, which is a long way. So I'm thinking I'm going to run these rears to the end and just change the fronts again. It wasn't the original plan, but it is the plan now. Curious to what you think about that.
Is that your first stop, Captain?
Yep. Tires are gone.
I don't know how you made them last this far. Like mine were done like 3 laps ago. That's why I pitted.
Advantage, Captain.
Well, he tried.
That's a good point.
But the tires were so dead that I could pass him through roady bend.
So I've not driven with rears worn out. Possible it's going to get a bit skatey, but it's been pretty stable so far. So I've not had any horrible back end moments. Sounds a bit weird. So I think we'll just carry on. See how it feels. See how it feels when we pit. Losing a lot of time. Should be much faster at the moment. I think we are starting to feel some wear in these tyres. Explains the drop-off in times.
You all good there, Brody?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, just went wide. Understeered off.
Yeah, man. So if I braked a little bit earlier than expected, my tyres are pretty bad.
Too late.
I mean, if someone is out there that still hasn't pitted, just come in and get fresh tires. You have less laps from this point onward till the end. So
hint, David.
Thank you, on. Welcome.
Don't want to worry, you're gonna beat it on the start of the 21st lap. That's why I'm suffering. The back wheels being
Fuck. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Lost it there completely. Apologies for the engine noise. Not the best.
Sector 2 is clear.
That is not what I wanted, but it is what happened.
My rear is a bit of damage, but it's not more.
I mean the tires.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, running like with fresh tires or spin. So I can't try to save laps.
Lost a lot of time there. 12 seconds probably from that crash.
mean, you have a healthy 47-second gap to me, and I'm in the same situation. When you change fronts, so you're really under no pressure.
Car's still fine. Bit of a knock, but seems like it's okay.
The problem is with your first stint, your rear tires were a bit better with fresh tires, fresh fronts.
Yeah, and obviously the lap time as well because of that, but as I said, you are not under no pressure.
I can still throw it away if I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's 5 laps.
Car on your left side. You're clear on the left.
Come on, Chris. Keep pushing. We might get him back.
Dave, reminding you of drama, make it more likely for you to throw it away. So I could just start shouting VIR.
Oh, close car.
Oh yeah.
Well, I nearly rolled the car over the turn 1 curve.
Yeah, this car's going to feel a lot better in 2 laps time, I'd say. I think 27's when I'm going to come in. Although it would be nice to come in 28. Maybe I can just push this. I don't know. It feels like a pig now, and if I can avoid this at the end of the race, I'll be a lot happier. I'm losing so much time now. But I am comparing it with a fully fresh set of tyres from earlier, so that really isn't very kind to do it.
Sorry.
P14.
One of my tires are gone.
Fuck off.
David, come on.
Is there like negative where you go fast or something? Jeez.
He's burning off fuel.
That's true, that's a where you go faster.
Front tires are wearing, I evens out with the handling a bit. Yeah,
Much too slow.
Concentrated really hard.
I didn't got VIR or not.
One job, man.
I mean, my fastest lap this race is a 2:18.6.
Hello, madam. Making a pit stop, I see.
Hey.
Try not to balls up my second pit stop.
Hey, Marshall. See ya.
Tyres are fine. It was me.
Ute is now leading.
Gonna stay a little bit quiet for the next 2 laps.
From position 12. He should be a little bit behind when he comes out. B13. Green flag sector 3.
Not sure what happened there. We've got the lead of the race behind us now. He's definitely going to be looking to get past us, so happy to oblige him with that shortly.
Sector 2 is yellow.
Oh, Wushel! Car stopped after the rainy curves.
Green flag, sector 2.
Did you stop for 4 tires, DDF?
Oh my god, almost crashed into the inside curve because it turned in too well.
That's what fresh tyres does.
Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Too wilty.
Is reeling you in. The gap's now 8.1 seconds. P3 has gone off.
Sorry, potato, what?
How many warnings from off track do you have?
I think 3, maybe. Maybe 5?
I'm at 0.
Hey, Jorn.
Oh, my ass starts.
Here I come.
Okay, so we're going to come in at the end of the next lap. It is just becoming a little bit unsustainable, these tyres. They are feeling terrible. No front grip at all. I think the rears will be fine.
Oh, it feels like a different car.
Looking forward very much to feeling what this car feels like when I've got some new tyres on it. Some distance as well between us and a couple of people, so fingers crossed we're not going to be dead last. Request to stop now. No damage repair. Just a front change.
I have like nearly a minute, so I can just hit.
Left side's clear.
We've got the lead of the race behind us, which is good because it means hopefully he won't catch us during just this section.
Hello.
He is on brand new tyres though, and he's quick, so very possible.
The gap to
Senior.
ahead is increasing. It's now 10 seconds.
10 seconds behind, mind you, we didn't have that problem. So the guy in first place is
Pretty sure someone like Oscar Hub would have trashed me if he was here.
catching us up, but
yeah, there's always bigger fish.
Good thing is, I think we'll probably be able to get in now. He's probably aware of that, that we're going to be going in.
Oh, my old mate Chris Butcher from THR, he's also very good from the wheel shopping trolleys.
So here we go.
Did you end up back here, John? Are you,
Two pit stop strategy. I also binned it as well.
Yeah, no, I just remembered that. Yeah, I've done my 2 pit stops. And
Okay,
also,
so
I had a pit stop issue.
we're going to be coming in now, and that's going to be us, our race basically. It's going to be us till the end.
Yeah.
Blue flag.
This is such a good combo.
It really is.
Look out for the pit speed limit. When we exit the pits, we should be in
thanks,
position
guys.
13, just ahead of B18.
So, buffer after this?
I think that server's still running. It's probably just on a loop.
Okay, here we go. It's exciting.
Oh, Costa, that was close.
Sorry.
lost complete control of the car.
Did you change your rear tyres at the start?
Nope.
It exit is clear.
It's at the start.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Very important potato.
Behind is pitting now. Sector 1 is clear.
Sounds like there's a very important potato pitting behind us.
When the wheels are sliding with the one tires.
This car feels so different.
I think you misspelled fun.
Fun, yes, but not if the rear is mid-turn starting to... Oh, I'm spinning now. No, you don't.
There's hope yet, guys?
There is one.
Oh, David's spinning.
And radiation.
Well, Sharky Power.
He only has to spin 50 more times for us to catch up to him.
So, need to look at that gap between us and 14. If there's any chance of us...
Track so much as my excuse. Dan is the new Herman Tilke.
Now, let's not insult Dan.
True.
There are a lot of long straights with hairpins at the end of them, so it's not too far.
That is true.
You were ahead of your time, Didier.
Yeah, but now walls now. That's not Tilke, right?
Yeah, the walls are too close to be Herman Tilke.
True, you need like aeroplane, like
Right
runway,
rear is carrying a bit of wear.
Runoff.
First warning for that, so I think we're going to be absolutely fine. Only 10 laps left. 9 laps if we've been lapped now, so...
I mean, it's totally not because, like, it depends on a certain location whether you can make a good track or not, but that doesn't matter.
The gap to Richard ahead is increasing. It's now 17 seconds. B15.
That's a long way. 17 seconds.
Ricardo Sonta in the background. Oh boy, time to roll cast again.
Oh, fuck.
Yellow flag, sector 1. Okay, Chris, we've just cut the track.
So those rear tyres are a bit difficult.
Hi, Aaron, how are you doing?
Not great, thanks. Let you on the pass on the next straight, okay?
That was exciting.
Thanks, Matt. Ocean.
Yep. Gern geschehen.
Trying to work out what that gap back to 16th is. I think it's quite large, but it's very hard to tell. Every time I look up, it just says +1.
Just for the stereotypes, I would have started my introduction speech for the start as Grezi.
For the stereotypes, I included a ding in mine.
Then I would have said that my chocolate is so good, my watches is so perfect.
About your neutral gear, of course.
Yeah, because it's so fair, I should have soon have a box full of neutrals.
Exactly.
I mean, I achieved earlier to shift it to get Mr. Shift. I don't know how. Suddenly found myself with a box full of neutrals out of 2-1.
That didn't
Swiss driver. But every Swiss driver is gonna hate it when his car has a box full of neutrals. He's gonna say,
Left side's
oh,
clear.
I hate it when my car becomes patriotic.
drive under the French flag.
Yeah, negate my hate. Roma, if you do Peugeot in Le Mans, you better be on the Swiss flag or you're totally out. Because when he raced with Maltech, he raced on the Swiss flag.
Yeah, I remember like French guys saying, yeah, Romain's Swiss until he wins.
More like the other way after Spa. French journalist to Swiss one. You can have him back.
The tires actually make this car quite fun.
Yeah, who needs fresh tires? Well, I maybe need them soon.
I pitted before you, flat spot.
You're also doing the one stopper?
Yep, one stop.
Alright.
Finally put in a faster
That was
lap.
2:20.06.
That's alright, that's a good.
Alright, Chris, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
Definitely called the wrong time there. That back end started to go a little bit. So
What?
just want to keep an eye on that now because it's starting to push me out quite wide on a lot of these corners. So it's a little bit difficult to keep a hold of.
I'm probably not in front of you on track.
Are you coming up to Arnie now?
Oh, it's Potato Tom. Yeah, that's... Yeah, you're behind me.
Wait, we didn't think I was talking with a Dutch accent. What?
I'm sorry.
Hasty battle in front of me.
We've got the magic mushrooms and the mox and all that.
Can we start
A little bit less interesting now, unfortunately, this race. Just starting to lose the guys a long way up the road now. And we've got very important Potato, who is...
I mean, it's not like you're throwing it into one program and getting it out that easy, but...
That's why we need a Kickstarter.
Expert, guys.
I am flashing at them now.
We're seeing minor wear on your rear tyres.
Trying to kill his
big question is that has Dan binned it?
Have I what?
If you've binned it.
Times, mate.
Very important Potato.
He's reeling you in. The gap's now 20 seconds.
20 seconds
That
back.
time was 2:21.
I think that's alright. I think that's alright. That sounds pretty good. I think if I can keep my head not spin again, I think P15 is going to be ours. Very pleased with P15. That is out of 21 people. First race ever. Very pleased with that. So, I mean, I'd be pleased if I finished still. So.
I've voted already, so...
Brody with the subtle flex there. Saw that.
Thanks, Danny. It's not the third time
I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, I think like must be you're on 2-stop probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, the first time around it was pit cycle. The second time, I mean, the third must be on you pitting a second time. I mean, David must be.
I'm starting to get pretty tired now.
35 already, so it's 5 laps to go.
Yes, and it's 1 hour, 1 hour 19 past, so 10 minutes left.
Looks exactly bang on.
BHS. Max BHS Verstappen. British home store. There's not much more British than Max Verstappen, to be fair. I can't think of anything more British than him.
I think that 10 to 12 Atling ahead of me.
No. What a guy.
Very
close.
close.
Really appreciate the company throughout the series. It's been quite hard work. I'm very hot and bothered, and looking forward to having a beer after this. I think. What time are we on? 11:15. So we should be done by 11 o'clock.
Yes, indeed.
I'm seeing Lucas in front of me having PTSD when I crashed.
I'm sorry, I'm on 1 stop. So you probably just 1 second faster.
Like what?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm going full away and you have to watch me for the rest of the race.
True. I mean, this only proves that if I would have been the 1 hour earlier, I might have been able to like catch you. Prove that the 2-stop would have worked as well. Oh well.
I mean, you would have definitely gotten a bit of an advantage because I.
So we've lapped. So I think we'll be doing 1 less lap than the leader, which means we'll be doing 38.
Really,
which I think means we've got 4 laps after this one. So that will be 34, 35, 36, and 37.
There's always next
Fine.
to you.
Tyres are feeling okay at the moment. They are wearing out. The rear tyres, rear right is not happy at all. That's down to 55%, so very difficult to control the car with these rear tyres falling off. But as I said before, we've got quite a lot of space to the guy behind, so I'm not too concerned about losing time. Just need to keep driving nice and smooth. Tyres have still got plenty of life in them at the moment, so feeling fine. Just need to be careful not to overdrive. I think
Incident in
tendency
sector
just
2, sector
commit
2
myself a little bit
yellow.
too deep to these corners. I think
just
that's
didn't know
what's
where it was
causing us the
gonna go.
problem.
Neither did I.
You're my teammate too.
Bigger in the mirror.
She said.
On your right, clear right.
Caught the grass and had absolutely no control.
interesting strategies here, flat spot. It's all coming together.
Yep.
Looks like a handful.
Yeah. pretty good anyway. I hit it late.
Street waffle. Man, I'd love a street waffle right now.
Reasonably well because you put it so
I don't know
late.
if you've ever done this, but I feel like the way everyone has it actually. I don't know what I'm about to say a recommended serving suggestion for them that is the normal way of having them, which is to put them over a hot drink until they soften up and then eating them. Hot chocolate, coffee, tea, whatever you want. I don't mind. But a street waffle is the way to go. Better than a biscuit. Way better than a biscuit. Good old-fashioned British snack, the street waffle.
Green flag, sector 2.
I'm actually so happy because I just realized that last lap I crashed in Jørgensen, which is not my own fault.
Oh. Can we vote to restart now? Is it too late?
We should just do Bathurst instead.
Yeah, let's just turn it off now.
You say that now?
The crew chief told me you are going to make a mistake.
Crew chief's never known to be wrong.
Especially with tire strategies.
And fuel strategies. How many laps do you have left?
Fuel is only me and me, bro. By the way, Dan, the clicky sound is really satisfying.
Yeah, I thought I could hear something there, mate.
It's like, oh yes, do it. 4 minutes.
I feel like I'm at a disadvantage. My car is heavy like a Chevy.
So, plenty of front tyre life. Very pleased with how everything's feeling so far. Nothing's as skatey as it was as we're getting towards the end of the other stints. So I'm pleased, really pleased with how this race has gone. Absolutely over the moon, to be honest. We've had a pretty tidy race, not had any problems with anyone else. There's been no need for apologies. I've not gotten anyone's way, so that's all good. So yeah, pretty pleased. So if I can just hold it together for 2 more laps, we got it.
Two laps remaining.
Well, it was the best I've ever taken that corner.
Stop looking up,
That's a great quote. Guess I got my epitaph sorted. Street waffle, better than a biscuit, better than any biscuit.
Both sets have to be equally used.
Thanks, Jimmy.
It's been significantly more consistent as well than my my practice laps, my practice stream, which was just a sort of fairly long video of me just binning it over and over again.
Yellow flag
no
sector
real
2.
speed.
Remember, Yella, don't look at Arne, because if you do, you're gonna go towards Arne, you don't want to go towards Arne.
Sector 2 is clear.
That was
Come
a
with
straight
me if you
time.
want to win.
I just went into neutral on me.
Dan's got a box of neutrals.
Are you using the H pedal again?
No.
Pump the clutch. I had it happen to me as well. This car technically has only power
Better
shift.
than a biscuit.
Technically would have to flip on downshift.
Last lap.
Are we there yet? Not the last one.
Wait 1.5 minutes to go.
I guess
Woohoo!
it was
A good time to
right
crash.
as well.
One more lap to go.
Told you, Costa.
Just had it heard.
I went to
Just
shift
had it
in
heard.
second
Just
without
heard it on the
surprise.
radio there. I'm sure you heard it as well. On the last lap. So that means
Yeah, you can
David's
that, you just
on
pump the
lap
clutch and then
39.
get
We're
back
about to turn on to lap 38, which means we've just got to complete this lap.
It's weird.
And we're
because
bringing
they
home
should-
P15, which, to be honest with you, I'm really happy about. I was avoiding coming last. This is the first long race I've ever done. It's the first real competitive race I've ever done online.
So you would have to flip on downshift.
Certainly the only race I've ever done in this game.
It just isn't locking up enough for that
And
to make
it's
any
been
sense.
absolutely amazing. Really enjoyed learning the track. I think it's a fantastic little creation. You can tell a lot of time's gone into it. It's got some pretty funky corners. But it'd be pretty cool to smooth some of those out maybe and do some more races here because it's quite a testing little lap and great in these front wheel drive cars. It'd be very interesting to see how a race in sort of similarly powered rear wheel drive cars would go. I think there'd be a little bit more of a handful. The corners with a negative camber on it would be much harder.
The MRA team does not have downshift flips.
That sounds stupid.
Yeah, that car in general. I mean, I tested around Thermalito and the bump in T3 that settles the car complete.
Oh yeah, I noticed that doing my Formula 1.
Yeah, that thing could straight up kill you with the MRA team. You had no chance, you were just dead. The F3 actually drove off decently. Surprisingly, basically not one.
+1 on grip position.
Yeah, no,
I'd forgotten.
I'd
forgotten. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. You can't say fairer than that.
So much that like went around.
I'm very pleased, really pleased with how that's gone.
Yeah, that was worth the energy.
It's not been easy.
And the AGR.
A couple of spins I probably could have avoided. I think I was just chucking around a bit too much.
Wait for me.
Oh wait, come on.
Yes, Team Ford for the win.
I don't have to finish like another lap, do I?
Do you have to check the rest?
They will have to put this guy around.
Yeah, then you're for done.
I think this is my result, so I think it's done.
15th place. Okay, we're done.
Okay, we're done. Crew chief not happy with 15th. I need to set it so that it's more ecstatic about 15th place, I think.
I'll do a
bit
victory
much.
lap and then crash into someone.
Bonus points to anyone who can do donuts in these things.
Oh well, I will do that. Let me go to T3.
I want to see this because, wow, he's gonna do donuts. That's actually a very good point, Busho.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the race. I very much did. Apologies for all those times I went completely silent and I was just doing laps. Found that quite hard in places. There's our winner. Fantastic.
For the last 4 laps.
Short on fuel?
Yeah, I don't know how, but I have 0.5 liters in it.
How much did you put in?
I think 59 liters.
59?
That's
I
as
had
much as
58
I did.
and I've still got 2 liters left.
I have over 3 liter, like 3.5 liters left, and I put 59 in.
I put like 3 liters left, I put 55.
Race, Captain.
Oh, this was super fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Hard work, but fun.
Really. Good going, that's for sure.
Everybody who finished, congratulations. To make it to the end of a 90-minute race is not easy, especially not when there's so many walls. So, more support.
Yeah, we have
That was my
3
first
different
endurance as well,
manufacturers.
so it was really good though. I still enjoyed that.
Wait, do I see a Mooney on the podium?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
No.
Wow.
I was
Congrats.
like clean the entire way. I think I bumped James once, to be fair. But other than that, no wall dings. It was a very un-Mooney-like race.
Congrats to the win. David, that's dominant display, mate.
And that's it. That's all she wrote.
Thanks, Dan. Great
Fantastic.
Dominant as always.
I'm going to call it a
Great
day
job,
there
guys.
and have a chat with these guys. Thank you so much for joining, mate. Really appreciated it.
great
Kept me
as well.
company. I look forward to doing some more of those. Maybe something
You don't wanna do
slightly,
it
slightly
again?
shorter.
No.
Oh god, the server's started again. I'm going to quit that. Right.
I
Take care, my friend.
Now, I had to take
I'll catch up with you soon. Adios.
During my pit stop.